And I guess you know a lot about tech, and you've credited a lot of your past success to knowing the tech industry really well.
Uh-huh.
And you've also parlayed like a couple $1 million from, I think, Micro Solutions into tens of millions of dollars through picking tech stocks.
Yep.
And so, what would you say is the difference between being really well versed in a particular industry versus, I guess, the more holistic way of just looking at stock market trends and knowing the entire stock market?
Well, you always have to ask yourself, and it's a great question, Kate. You always have to ask yourself, do I know as much as everybody that I'm buying or selling to? You know, there's a saying, everybody's a genius in a bull market. And when a market's just going up, everybody feels really, really, really smart about all their stock picks until they don't. What I always try to do was say, what do I know about a company or an industry that they're in? And what advantages do I have and what advantages do I think that company has that are sustainable and really give them an advantage? So like my two biggest holdings, and I've said this publicly before, are Netflix and Amazon. I think Amazon's the best startup in the world, the best company in the world, because they eat their own dog food, meaning they'll take the things that they develop internally to make their businesses more successful and turn those into products that they sell. They'll use them, and then when they're successful, they'll productize them and make them something they can sell, like AWS, and they innovate continuously like a startup. And so I look at how they're innovating. I look at the fact that data is so important to feeding artificial intelligence to get an edge, that I thought, okay, they have a real chance to continue to grow and be incredible like that they have to this point. And Netflix is a little bit different. Netflix made one of the most brilliant moves of all time when they went to content producers, whether movies or TVs, and said, you know what, you have all this content you're not monetizing. Everybody else wants to pay you a commission. When we sell your TV show or your movie online, then we'll pay you a commission. What Netflix said was, I'm gonna give you money up front. I have so much confidence in my ability to sell. I'm gonna give you all this money up front if you'll give it to me and nobody else. And then we'll bundle all that together and sell that first on DVD and then in streaming. And so they took that initiative and took that risk and managed to really turn it into something special. And now that they're into streaming and content production, they've recognized that they can be big enough that they're not just seen as an aggregator of content or a producer of content, but they're bigger than the traditional cable companies or the traditional satellite companies. So that in the past, what we would do is you go to the programming guide and hope there was something good on HBO and hope there was something good on Showtime or TNT or NBA TV. And if there wasn't, it'd be like, okay, maybe I'll do something else. Now, you can still do that, but for, younger demos, it's like, I got Netflix. There's so much new content coming all the time globally. What else do I need? And that gives them a lot of pricing elasticity. That gives them content that's reusable forever. And they have so many options available to them. That's why I've invested in them. Now, I know when somebody sells me a share of Netflix that I'm buying, they have their reason to think that it's going down or not going up. And I have to consider, okay, what's the alternative? And what is the short-term impact versus the long-term impact? And so because I see Netflix and Amazon as long-term holdings that I think will grow as companies significantly over time, I'm willing to deal with the short-term fluctuations in their price. So that's the long-winded answer to investing by Mark Cuban.